The San Francisco 49ers continue to demonstrate their commitment to strengthening the roster in every possible way as they move deeper into the second half of the season, officially signing wide receiver Javon Baker to the practice squad. This move, first reported by ESPN's Jeremy Fowler, adds another layer of depth to a receiver room that has been both productive and physically tested throughout the year. Baker was one of several players who worked out for the team last week, and his addition signals not only interest but a strategic evaluation that aligns with San Francisco's long-term roster philosophy. For Baker, the signing represents another opportunity to carve out a place in the NFL after a journey defined by promising flashes, competitive environments, and ongoing development. Standing at 6'1" and 202 pounds, he entered the league as a fourth-round pick of the New England Patriots in 2024, following a college career split between two prominent programs, Alabama and UCF. At Alabama, he learned within a hyper-competitive receiver room that routinely produces top-tier NFL talent. Later, at UCF, he stepped into a larger offensive role, showcasing his ability to stretch the field when contested catches and serve as a reliable target in both intermediate and vertical route concepts. Despite that strong collegiate background, Baker's rookie season with New England unfolded in one of the least stable offensive systems in the league. The Patriots, dealing with persistent quarterback issues, staff turnover, and a struggling offensive identity, did not create an ideal developmental environment for young receivers. Still, Baker managed to appear in 11 games, logging 1 catch for 12 yards. While the stat line appears modest, it reflected more the difficulties of the Patriots' offense than a lack of talent. By August, as New England began retooling its receiving core and emphasizing different skill sets, Baker was released. His next opportunity came swiftly. The Philadelphia Eagles, known for seeking out physically gifted wideouts capable of being molded into contributors, signed Baker to their practice squad. In Philadelphia, he gained exposure to one of the NFL's most dynamic offensive cultures, one that emphasizes receiver versatility, route precision, and physicality. Yet the Eagles, facing roster constraints and making adjustments of their own, released Baker on October 14th, leaving him momentarily without a home until the 49ers stepped in. What makes his signing in San Francisco especially notable is the fact that Baker was one of the prospects who met with the 49ers staff during the 2024 pre-draft process. The team had already expressed interest in his skill set earlier in the year, and that familiarity likely played a role in their decision to bring him in now. The 49ers often revisit players whom they liked during scouting cycles, but could not select due to draft positioning or roster priorities at the time. Baker fits that pattern perfectly, a player with untapped potential, good physical traits, and a background that resonates with what Kyle Shanahan values at the wide receiver position. Shanahan's system places significant emphasis not only on receiving ability, but also on blocking, route crispness, and adaptability. Receivers must be willing and able to engage linebackers and safeties in the run game, serve as misdirection elements in motion-heavy formations, and master the details of timing-based concepts that require extraordinary precision. Baker, known for competitiveness and concentration, is the type of player who can grow into such a role with proper training and exposure. The timing of his arrival is important. The 49ers are emerging from their bye week, a period that often brings revived energy, improved health, and recalibrated schemes. Ahead lies a critical matchup against the Tennessee Titans, a team defined by physical defense and disciplined preparation. With the postseason push officially underway, roster depth becomes more crucial than ever. Injuries, fatigue, and unexpected adjustments can quickly reshape a game plan, and organizations like the 49ers, who intend to contend well into January, make moves like this precisely to prepare for those inevitable challenges. San Francisco's wide receiver group, headlined by Deebo Samuel, Brandon Aiyuk, and slot specialist Jauan Jennings, has been a reliable pillar of the offense. But the margin of error in an NFL season is small, and even the most durable units require reinforcement. Behind the starters are players still developing within Shanahan's system, and Baker adds another potential option who might be called upon depending on the unfolding of the season. Whether he emerges as a contributor this year or simply grows into a more polished NFL receiver for future opportunities, his presence has value. Practice squad players play an essential, often overlooked role. They simulate opposing offenses, help starters prepare for specific defensive looks, and hone their own skills daily. For a team like the 49ers, one that relies heavily on timing, spacing, and chemistry, having talented practice squad members helps maintain sharpness across all phases of the offense. Baker, with his athletic profile and experience in two highly disciplined collegiate programs, brings intellect and competitive drive that can elevate the quality of practice environments. From a long-term perspective, Baker's signing fits a broader trend in San Francisco's roster-building philosophy. Under general manager John Lynch and head coach Kyle Shanahan, the 49ers have repeatedly demonstrated that they value development pipelines as much as high-profile acquisitions. Many contributors on today's roster, from running backs to defensive linemen to skill position players, began as under-the-radar additions who eventually played meaningful roles. The staff takes pride in identifying players whose potential can be unlocked with time, coaching, and system fit, and Baker appears to be another example of this philosophy in action. Beyond the strategic implications, Baker's personal path also adds to the intrigue of this signing. Players who travel through multiple teams early in their careers often arrive at a critical moment, the point where their next opportunity could be the one that defines them. Some discover their breakout with the third or fourth franchise that gives them a chance. Others use these transitions to refine their craft and earn credibility that positions them for steady NFL careers. For Baker, San Francisco might represent the environment where his talents align with coaching, system structure, and organizational stability in a way that allows him to fully flourish. As the 49ers put the finishing touches on their preparations for the Titans and the subsequent schedule, Baker will spend his time immersed in the playbook, working with position coaches and demonstrating his commitment in practice reps. Earning the trust of Shanahan and wide receivers coach Leonard Hankerson is no easy task. Both demand discipline, consistency, and a deep understanding of the nuances that make the 49ers offense operate at a high level. Yet those who buy into the system and adapt to its demands often find opportunities to contribute, sometimes in unexpected but meaningful ways. The remainder of the season will reveal how much Baker progresses and whether he moves up the depth chart at any point. Even if his contributions occur quietly behind the scenes, they will still matter. The push toward the postseason is a collective effort, built not only on the performance of star players, but on the discipline and dedication of every individual within the organization, including practice squad members like Baker, whose work can directly influence game day readiness. Ultimately, this signing represents more than just one receiver joining a practice squad. It reflects how the 49ers continue to operate with a championship mindset, relentless preparation, intelligent roster building, and the pursuit of competitive advantage through every available avenue. By adding Javon Baker, they increase their flexibility, bolster their developmental pool, and ensure they remain equipped for the unpredictable nature of an NFL season. With the postseason looming and each week becoming more critical, the 49ers understand that small moves can lead to big impacts. Baker, now wearing the red and gold, even if only in practice for the moment, has the chance to write the next chapter of his career within an organization that values growth, resilience, and relentless pursuit of excellence. Comment if you think Javon Baker deserves opportunities in the main cast as well. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.